in high school and growing up, I was always an ice hockey player. So I had dreams of playing ice hockey in college, and grew up like skating in my backyard every winter, and just like dreaming of playing Division I ice hockey. So I went through the whole recruiting process for ice hockey at a bunch of schools in New England, and really thought that that's what I wanted to do. And my college counselor actually said, I really want you to check out this program at UVA. It's called the Jefferson Scholar program. And at first I was a little taken aback. I never even heard of the program before, and I wasn't considering UVA. But when I came down here, I just had a really, really great feeling about this school and this program, and had just sensed that this could be something different. There's a lot of possibility here.
Laura Nelson was one of the sort of a classic example of a candidate whom we identified who would undoubtedly never have come to the university except for the fact that she won our Jefferson Scholarship.
I guess my other top choice for schools was Yale, and I would have played ice hockey at Yale. But there was something about this program and this place.
Well, there is no typical Jefferson Scholar. All scholars are certainly exceptionally talented in their scholastic ability, but beyond that, they have an interest in and a capacity to lead, and they lead not motivated primarily by selfish ambition, but by a desire to help the world around them.
One other thing that has been really, really great about the Jefferson Scholars Program, and actually has been one of my favorite parts about being a student at UVA, has been this small program called the Public Service Fellows. And I actually had no idea really what this was when I entered.
The Public Service Fellows is a group of Jefferson Scholars that is particularly interested in politics, public policy, public affairs. And they come together at the university to try to engage the broader community in action to improve the quality of citizenship, to improve the way this nation is governed.
The type of citizen I would love to be, I guess, is someone who is always like asking critical questions.
This past year, this Public Service Fellows were led by Laura Nelson, who I had gotten to know because I did an independent study with her about public service. That meant that we met one-on-one. She wrote a 120-page paper. That's Laura the student. But Laura the citizen said, if we can get people talking to each other at this university and actually beyond the walls of the university, that would be really cool.
And the idea of flash seminars came up as a really fun way to allow both like professors and students to think creatively outside of the classes they take normally.
And it's taken the university by storm. The Washington Post wrote it up.
Now we've had almost 60 flash seminars, and the topics have been, all over the place. Anything from sort of, our first one was the liberal arts in the era of capitalism.
The Twitter revolution in the Middle East, it really varies. People that come together are always different.
The purpose is to be engaged in intellectual critical thinking outside the classroom, and to have that space be open for anyone. So it's not just meant to be a relationship between students and then a professor, but I think more of like an equal playing field where everyone is contributing and learning. And Laura does a really good job, and she's helped other students learn how to facilitate these sort of discussions so that everyone is actively participating.
I study leadership. I study the history of politics and political leaders. I learned so much from Laura Nelson about how to lead.
I think leadership becomes sort of like thinking creatively and thinking like dynamically about the space that we're in, and about finding something you're passionate about, and within whatever community that is within a university, sort of making an impact.
She is one of the most effective leaders that I have ever seen. I personally would like Laura to run the world.
We hope that every school will look within their senior class and identify for us that person who best exemplifies excellence in leadership, scholarship, and citizenship. give that individual the opportunity to compete, and if successful, I can assure you that that person's life will be changed forever for the good after having been a part of this community.
Both the Jefferson Scholarship and UVA actually really values and really needs students who come in here and want to make the most of their college experience and take control of like what they're doing in their time, and to ask big questions and to take risks and to try new things. It's absolutely worth checking out and thinking about. And I think, you know, maybe for students who think they know exactly where they're going and what they're doing, they've had these dreams of going to a certain school, I would encourage them to come and to apply for this as well, because you kind of never know where it could take you.